And good morning world, it's 10:25 on the 5th of January and this is my fourth attempt at trying to do a video this morning, and the three previous times I've tried to do it on the subject of retrogrades, and every time I've been stopped, phone call, knock on the door, whatever. So I guess I'm just not meant to do a video on retrogrades at the moment, so I'll do that in the next few days. Instead, let me talk about Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet that's really bright up there in the sky at the moment. Wherever you are in the planet at the moment, unless you're in the South Pole, you're going to be seeing Jupiter really brightly in the evening sky at the moment. It's by far the brightest object in the sky outside the moon. It's twice at least, if not three times as bright as the brightest star. And it's up there in early Gemini, close to Pollux and Castor, and it's stationing at the beginning of Gemini at the moment. Now Jupiter is the biggest planet in the sky. It's bigger than all the rest of the planets put together. The ancients knew this, and therefore they attributed it with the principles of growth and expansion. And indeed, Jupiter is seen as the planet of hope, enthusiasm, optimism, growth and expansion most of the time. However, Jupiter is also a gas giant. It has no substance. Perhaps at the very centre there's a solid diamond core, we don't know. But Jupiter is essentially layers of gas swirling around each other, compacting in, giving concentrated gas in the centre, but externally just throwing hot air out. Jupiter actually gives out twice as much heat and light as it takes in from the sun. If it were any hotter, it would be a mini sun, and with the large number of moons, it's a proto-solar system in its own self. It won't turn into a sun, it can't. Yes, Jupiter brings growth and expansion, and it also brings humour big time, but because he's a hot air, because he's just gas, he also promises a lot more than he delivers. He's the planet that rules overindulgence, overweight, overestimation, overconfidence, overstretching, overeating, overspending. Anything you can put the word over in front of, there you find Jupiter. So if you've got a strong Jupiter in your chart, particularly if it's in the fixed signs or in aspect to the moon, you may find, for example, that it's very easy to put on weight and not very easy to lose weight. If you've got Jupiter in a fire sign or close to the ascendant or close to the sun or Mars, people are going to see you as a really fiery, bouncy, cheerful, optimistic personality. But what they don't see is the tears of the clown. When you cry in private. Jupiter does tend to promise more than he delivers. There is a lack of substance with Jupiter. And the position of Jupiter in your chart does show where you can go over the top and overreach yourself. But it also shows where you can learn, where you can teach, where you can travel, and where you can experience. Jupiter's best lessons are learnt through direct experience, which is why Jupiter is so associated with foreign travel. Not so much for parties and beaches, but more for anthropology, culture study, ethnicity. Jupiter brings hope and humour and optimism into your life. As long as you're wise enough, because at the end of the day he is the king of the gods, so he does rule wisdom. As long as you're wise enough to be able to say, do you know what, I've had enough now, I think I'll stop here. That's wisdom. Quit while you're ahead. Okay, that's a quick treatise on Jupiter. Looks like I've got this one done. Catch you later. Bye.